Hello everyone! We all know that our pets need protection, but experience shows us that sometimes they are the ones coming to the rescue and even saving human lives. Prepare your handkerchiefs, for today we'll show you the most funny and touching stories of the most heroic pets out there. Let's get it on. The tiniest creatures can have huge hearts. This small thing risked his life and ran out onto the road to draw attention to a child who, for some reason, found himself on the side of the road all alone. Have you heard the saying that dogs are the only creatures on Earth that love us more than we love ourselves? Well, here's another example of how infinitely loyal and smart such pets can be. This Canadian is called Haley, and this is her savior called Clover. One day during their morning walk, the girl had a seizure, collapsed and began to convulse. Let's admire the dog's instant reaction. She managed to free the leash from her owner's grasp and ran straight to the road to block the path of an oncoming car. This little guy is called James. His parents left him at home with a babysitter as usual. While playing, the boy accidentally broke a glass. He got scared when he heard the loud sound and burst out crying. A certain someone in the next room noticed it. This baby has such great protectors. We can only feel sorry for the babysitter and coo over the second cat trying to make his bro calm down. German Shepherds or Great Danes are at least big enough to fight, but what's our toy dog supposed to do? This is Macy, a fearless Yorkshire Terrier who managed to fight off a large predator. During a walk in Toronto, the dog and her 10-year-old owner Lily were attacked by a coyote, and the tiny dog had no choice but to fight. Fortunately, after the incident, Macy was taken to the ICU in time, and she's on the mend.
I only know one song, and it's from Guns N' Roses and drums.
It's not often that one gets to see 3 types of big cats in one frame, especially next to a person. Seeing one of them protect the human is even rarer.
¿Quieren pasar a saludar, niñas? Sí. Pone muy rico el ambiente aquí. Hey! Tantita. ¿Viste cómo o sea, este güey venía cazándome y este la tacleó?
Another pet worthy of the hero title is Sandy, a rescue dog. One day, Sandy's 88-year-old owner was leaving her house and tripped. The woman fell and couldn't get up on her own, although she was not injured. Fortunately, at that time, a sanitation worker was nearby. The old lady noticed him and asked her dog to go get him. Sandy immediately ran up to the man, started barking, and eventually led him to his owner. If you think that the dog just wants to play with the kid, then you're absolutely right. But it doesn't matter if his bodyguard has a different opinion. If you don't have a lump in your throat by now, let us fix that. However, you may have already heard the next story. One day, the heroine dog Kabang became famous almost all over the world. She was an ordinary stray puppy when she was taken in by a guy called Rudy Bungal in the Philippines. When the dog was about 3 years old, Rudy's daughter and her cousin were crossing the road and almost got hit by a motorcycle. Luckily, Kabang protected the girls by jumping out onto the busy highway. Kabang was seriously injured in the accident, losing her nose and upper jaw, and almost no one believed that she'd survive. Bungal refused to have her euthanized, but he didn't have enough money for the expensive surgery she needed. Volunteers found out about the unprecedented case and managed to raise enough money to save Kabang. The surgery worth $27,000 was carried out in the USA in 2013. Soon, the dog came back to her family and lived a full life surrounded by her loved ones. In May 2021, though, Kabang died. She was buried in Zamboanga City in the Philippines, and a statue in her honor was erected there. Just one shepherd dog against a dozen wolves. Let's see who comes out on top. One good boy will now prove to you that this snake never stood a chance.
I can't walk. Whoa.
There is a reason the kitchen is considered the most dangerous place in the house, even for adults, unless there's a caring mentor nearby. Children need protection more than anyone else in the world. Besides the risk of falling or getting burned, there is a much more terrible threat they have to face. Even though the situation was staged, you've got to agree that the lightning-fast reaction of the dog is simply amazing. You probably know that dogs are invaluable when it comes to search and rescue operations. For example, avalanche dogs are used for finding and digging people out of snow. Their intelligence and instincts are indispensable if someone who doesn't have a beeper on them is in danger. According to some rescuers, such dogs work more efficiently and faster than any professional with a pager. Have you ever wondered why Batman exists, but there's no superhero called Bullman? As you can see, he is real. However, instead of Gotham, he lives in India. This bull's owner is a guy called Imran Suna, who breeds cattle. Imran managed to get along with this big guy, and now the bull rushes to his aid at the first sign of trouble. He seems like the perfect next Marvel or DC character to us. Doesn't it seem like the cats are trying to protect newborns so hard because they see human babies as big kittens? What do you think a horse will do if its owner is in danger? That's right, horses are just as loyal as dogs and are always ready to help their human. Dogs have many professions. There are guide dogs, rescue dogs, and also service dogs, specially trained dogs that work with people with type 1 diabetes. They can feel the subtle changes of glucose blood levels, which can be life-threatening if the person doesn't get help in time. The effectiveness of such service dogs has been proven multiple times before, and here is yet another confirmation. This is a dog called Jedi. He lives with a boy called Luke who has diabetes. One night, Luke almost had a sugar crisis, but the dog quickly reacted, woke up the child's parents, and helped them avoid a tragedy.
So where I am. You think I'm low?
May the force be with these two.
I am sexy. Good no.
Okay, good job.
They say that watchdogs can not only scare intruders by barking from behind a fence, but also stop them if necessary. The dog with the symbolic name Bullet fully met the expectations. It attacked one of the armed store robbers and saved not only the goods, but also the life of an employee. Try to imagine a personal monkey bodyguard. Now, take a look at what he really looks like. While some dogs are specially trained to help their owners at a critical moment, others learn to do it without any help. This girl sometimes has seizures, after which she needs time to recover. Her dog Alexa knows about it, and if her owner doesn't react to her after that period, the animal will try to help the girl up, check her breathing, and keep trying until she's sure her owner's fine. These girls' parents definitely don't have to worry about her safety. Meanwhile, this cat's face says he isn't paid enough to work as a lifeguard. This robber's about to find out that the owner hides all the most valuable things under the counter. This is Buffy, and he is warm and fuzzy, until the boy he's loved his whole life is in danger. To be fair, Buffy did meow several times as a warning. Cow's anger is understandable. What kind of mother wouldn't try to attack when her child's getting pushed around? However, no one's hurting the calf, it's just that the farmer is trying to tag it. The most striking thing here is that the horse understands this better than anyone else.
Ooh. Dang.
Have you heard that up to a certain age, a child always loves one of the parents more? Why would anyone willingly lie in the water? Obviously, the poor human needs to be saved. Even the friendliest dog can prove dangerous in a critical situation, especially if you regularly hone its skills. The dog Dargo that doesn't hesitate to protect its owner is a great example of that.
Run.
The watch of the League of Furry Heroes is over for today. Don't forget to thank them by pressing that like button. Write in the comments down below who impressed you the most and share your stories about animals as well. See you soon.